Hey, Chloe. How are you doing? What am I up to? What are you up to? What do you want to come on panel? Do you want to figure it out? What should we do? You don't want to talk? Or you do? You can come up. Don't be scared. It's not going to be scary. I dropped something on my community post because I don't know how to share from my phone, or I can't share from my phone. I can't share links. But let me drop the YouTube link. The StreamYard invite guests link. I forgot to do that. Oh God, goodness. I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, wait a second. If you can still hear me, let me go to my phone and do this. Okay, I have to switch over to my phone, so give me a minute. I'm just gonna switch over. If I disappear for a second, don't worry. Okay, Ronald, I'll be right with you. Oh, Donald, I may be able to help you, but just let me switch over to my phone so that I can see what's going on. I cat with myself sometimes, just killing myself trying to maneuver the YouTubes. Okay, so this is live. Let me go over here, enter studio. So I've joined, just a minute, I have to mute. I've joined my own, okay. I've joined my own studio. Can you still hear me? Okay, so let me grab the link. Okay, I'm dropping the link now. Okay, sorry. Chick, can you tell me why Donald McCritchie was hidden? I don't block people in my chat. What did he do? Oh, you mean they're just trying to say stupid stuff? I still don't block people in my chat. Just remove the comment if it's offensive. I'm not sure. Did you block him? Because it shows that it was hidden by you. Not sure what happened. Okay, you just okay, it says message deleted by Chick. Okay, so you just deleted it. That's fine. Um, I don't know if you can hear me. Am I still in the backstage? Let me get out of YouTube. Okay, would someone like to come up? Oh, you hear me? Good. Okay. Because I was trying to do things on the phone to 3MC. You, you can always hear me, even in your sleep. You hear my voice ringing through your ears. So the title today, I find this iPad very difficult to maneuver, is friends without benefits. How far is too far? And then I dropped a link. Let me see if I can grab it and drop it for you on my community page post. Okay, how do you know that, Chick? I wouldn't be sure of that. Some people try to pretend, over the things that they could be trolls from Mass Spoofer's account. Oh, so you did block them? You don't have to block them even if they say they're a child. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a child. But remove the comment if it is childlike. Dana, hello. Do you want to come up and talk about friends without benefits? So you did actually block them? You don't have to block them. I'll just end up going into my block list and unblocking anybody anyway. I don't have anyone on my block list. Chick, you don't know if it's a child or not. I don't want to argue about it. If I don't want them, I haven't blocked any children or anyone from my channel. That's not for me to do. That's not what I said exactly. So it's a misinterpretation of what I said, but that's fine. I'm not mad at you. Just don't block people because I'll just unblock them anyway. We can remove comments without blocking a person. Okay, Dana, are you coming up? Oh, is that Rodney? I didn't know his real name. Or that might not be his real name. And he may or may not be a child, even if he behaves that way on YouTube. Darren, you could come up. I asked you to come up eons ago, but I don't know, maybe your friends didn't want you to. You're here lurking. You can lurk. It's not required for someone to come up, but it's easier for me to talk if someone's here with me for some reason. If I'm alone, I just feel like the feedback from the chat takes too long. I can't make my next sentence. You still don't have to block them, chick. Don't block anyone. That's my rule here for my mods. It's not about blocking children, but we can remove their comments. Because if you block them, they can still come here. That's my point. Don't block them. I don't care, chick. Don't block anyone. I have had this argument not with anyone ever before. I can't get in trouble if there's people in the side chat unless I don't remove their comments. And don't announce that anyone's a child here. That's what I don't want to hear. So I don't want to have to, like, remove your comments. We can't judge who they are. If they say they're a child, you can remove the comment. If they say it to me, I will tell them they're not allowed to chat. And that's all I need to do. They don't need to be blocked. What happened to Dana? Did you run away because I asked you to come up? People want me to start talking about this. I'm not going to argue, chick. We're done with this conversation. Don't block people. I block. I do the blocking. Going to make me go and unblock them now? Okay, let me go and unblock them because you want to argue about it. Oh, wait, now I'll have to wait till Monday so I can get to real computer so I can get into my block list. Good Lord, how hard it is. I don't care, chick. Don't keep talking about it, please. It's not important. It's not what I'm talking. You're derailing the chat. Stop. Okay, I'm going to give you Chick some instruction about what to do if they're upset about this. They need to go to YouTube, not to me, and argue with me. I did. I removed them already. It's fine, Chick. Don't worry about it. You're making something out of nothing. You're making drama, which is maybe what I want. No, not really. This is not what I choose to do on my channel. I have a title. This is what we talk about on my. Unless you want, if you want to talk about something else, come up here and talk about it. If it's upsetting you, I don't know if it is upsetting you or not. It's hard to tell from the side chat. You don't have to help me. It's not a requirement of a mod. Mods are for like severe emergencies. And if someone is being hurt, if they're saying things like they're a child, then delete their comment. They don't have to be heard saying that. It's not true. Don't care what you saw. Oh, people are so annoying. Okay, so anyone else got anything to say? Good start. Yeah, like, okay, so if somebody like Spoof sends her little minions over here to create havoc, which they did, now they've left. See, there's four people left to chat after I did that. They are trying to uh, create drama. That's what they're doing by affecting one of my mods who took it seriously. This is not how I handle things, just so you know. I don't handle things this way. This is never a solution. Oh, look, even more people left. They got found out. See, Spoof has an army, and so does Carrie. They have armies of trolls that come in, or they make trolls. I don't know if Spoof make trolls. I know Carrie does. Now, I know now she makes her own trolls to troll herself. It's just freaking hilarious. Okay, I'm trying to read Rodney's. Miller got good Ewok back. He got only, he got one only and did not have his drinking buddy. I don't know what that means. No idea what that means. Okay, so I mean, I understand people come from different communities, and I use that word community like loosely. And they have different ways of handling things, different people. I didn't really want to talk about how I handle things. I've done this a million times. Talked about how I handle trolls and all of the things. Okay, so, like for instance, Kathy, she said, "Oh, the big troll couldn't take it." Like, well, I don't know what she means by that because it sounds dumb. Okay, Kathy, so don't say things like that at other channels. I know that you have a head on your shoulders, so just like try and use it sometimes, okay? Blah. No no comment, right? Or I could have said something but I did. You had to redo all that, Dory. Thank you. POS happened. I think. YouTube, I mean, StreamYard ruined a lot of things by putting a big dollar sign next to my chat, and YouTube ruined it by putting a big heart on the. So it doesn't matter where I go, I can't see the comments, at least the whole comment. So you guys cause so much work every morning. Look, all these people left because I didn't fall for the dumb drama. Okay, so all the mods that are left, and I know they're here. Oh, I can see now Dana said she can't come up yet. Okay. Hopefully I'll be here long enough so she can. People always have an idea. Oh, look, everyone's leaving. Who did they think I was going to talk about? I hadn't intended on talking about mass spoofer, but apparently that was needed. Okay. Okay, so now it says, oh, of course you may say hello. Hello. YouTube, the more they fix, the worse they make it. Yes, that is true. Yeah. I scared away a bunch of people that thought I was going to do drama, and I'm just the same old, not doing drama Dory as usual. But I did post something. I don't know if Chick is still here. She may have left with the crowd. Maybe there's another drama live springing up as we speak, or Discord to go to right now because it's so interesting over there. Yep, Discord's open for business. So I could do a silent stream, or I could talk about what I wanted to talk about. But I needed a mod not to block people, but to drop this link. I put it in my community post. Have I got a mod in here? Seriously. She had one job I was going to ask her to do, and then she decided to do this instead. Yeah, I know. Discord equals drama. That's what they do. They live for it. It's so ridiculous. So there's a link on my community post that y'all, I'm going to try and drop it with my phone. Let me see if I can do it. Because I think I can mod for myself from my phone. Let me try. Without getting feedback. Can anyone read it? Yeah, Chick left. She's mad at me. She always says she's not mad. Oh, why are you saying I'm mad? Because I know you're mad. Zombie, be cautious. Like, are you insinuating that you have to be careful here? I don't have a PC, that's the whole issue. So I can only do Monday through Fridays. I can get to a PC. I don't do that here. I'm not on a phone. I have an iPad and I have a phone. I'm gonna try and drop the link. But I need a mod, but she already messed up. Like, it's like, what is that? Does anyone know what is it's not Mr. McGillicuddy. It's like the guy who, if and something will go wrong, it goes wrong. Not Mr. Murgatroyd. I forget. That's me. Like, I had this so carefully planned because I listened to this stream last night. It has nothing to do with whatever Chick thought it had to do with, or whatever mass spoofer had. Because the things I talk about apply to everybody. You're not able to pay much attention. You're running around feeding pets. Oh, okay. No, you don't have to pay attention to this part to come up on panel and talk about the subject. The subject I have is applicable to a bazillion YouTube streamers, not just the ones that think they know who I'm talking about. Because the people that I'm talking about are not the people that you think I'm talking about, apparently. And that's why they all left, because they're like, oh, she's not talking about us. So they all left. A couple of people came back, and this is why I'm in portrait mode, because in portrait mode, you can actually get people to stop and listen randomly, which is a good thing. And everyone should be in portrait mode for a while. But it's not that hard to be a mod here, but like it's hard to do it right. I know it sounds strange, but anyway. I didn't mean to sound like I was scolding. Chloe's a good mod. Yeah, I know she's been working on getting her wrench or her shield, whatever you want to call it. She's still working on it. I don't know if she's dropped my channel link in her own chat yet. Oh, wait a minute. She hasn't gone live yet. Maybe that's why. Or did she? Did she go live and not tell me? Where is she? Where did she go? Okay, let me see. I can't think with only one brain. I need a couple of brains to help me out. That's what the problem is. Little Miss is a good mod. Yeah, she minds her own business is what she does. That's what I like about her. She's funny. She's hilarious. And she trolls me on the regular, but that's fine. She trolls me from afar. She goes to other channels and trolls me, and I don't care. It's funny. It's funny to me. She brightens up everything in my life. She makes me feel worthwhile. Even when she called me, what did she said? Dory acts like she's just a nice little old lady, but she's really vile, horrible person. She said that somewhere. I started laughing so hard. It was so funny to me. I don't know. I guess everyone else took it seriously, but I was just inside. I was laughing. I'm still laughing about it. It was so cute. Anyway, where is she anyway? Where is Little Miss? I mean, Kip. She changed her name. Until she changes it back and announces it somewhere, I won't know but to call her anything but Kip. Now, let me see. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to try to drop the link on my post that I have. So I have to go to YouTube first, I think, on my phone. Okay. And then go to my channel, view my channel. See, this makes it so much more interesting that I don't have, this is what I have mods for, but they don't want to do that job. They'd rather do what they want to do. Okay, so post. Oh, great. So I click on post, and guess what it says? It says, how satisfied are you with creating posts on YouTube today? And then it gives me a little survey with happy faces on it, or unhappy faces, that I now have to X out because I'm trying to go to my post to drop a link. And it's like an important thing that I'm trying to do, and YouTube's interfering. Okay, so where is it? All right. Let me try and copy this. It says edit, delete. There we go. Share, copy link. There we go. Copy link. Now I have to go to my channel and I'll be mute so that I don't get feedback. Okay, there it is. I called it the Nikki and Andy story, narrated by German Terry. And it was on Andy Cruz Reborn live stream last night, or I guess I watched it this morning or listened to it this morning, but it was so good. It was Andy and Nikki have been friends as long as I have known them. And Andy's a lot like me. Like, we do things our way. We don't do things the regular drama way. We make our own decisions. I'm not going to call myself a fence sitter. I don't sit on the fence. But my purpose of my channel is not to hurt people. And that is also for the same for Andy, I believe. That's just my belief, though. I could be wrong. Maybe he's there just trying to hurt people. And when you're a friend, Chloe's a great mod. Yeah, somewhere else, because she's an honorary mod here. She wasn't able to. Honorary mods can't drop links, I'm afraid. So, do you want to be an honorary mod, Darren? Darren, do you even know what I'm talking about at all? The Nikki and Andy story narrated by German Terry. Oh my gosh, it's a listen. Let me tell you, if you want to know how to act on YouTube, German Terry will tell you, and it's very clear in this video, and it starts pretty much right at the beginning. It's actually a 3 hour live stream, but it starts almost right at the beginning. Uh, it goes right in, and it's the way. See, German Terry, I wish I had a co-host like German Terry. I mean, there's some of the things that he says that come out of his mouth I wouldn't have on my channel at all, but I mean, it's perfect for Andy because he can do it because he's a guy. I think girls would have more problem. I don't know, maybe just me because I'm not a prude. It's just that I try to maintain terms of service a little bit more strictly than some people do. Orbiter drama. You know what orbiter, you know who the orbiters are? They're not orbiters. Nikki and Andy are not orbiters. They've been around longer than Wendy V, trust me. So have I, by the way. I remember when Wendy V came in on the scene. That's funny. No, I don't think she was referring to Nikki and Andy as orbiters. Nikki and Andy were not drama like um the Krama people. They were never into Krama. They were actually only drama, if that makes sense to you. Like me, I used to go to some of the trauma channels back in the early days until I saw what they had in mind of what to do with their lives, and I chose to stay away. Anyway, so this whole stream should maybe be renamed If You Know, You Know, because I'm going to talk about some things that people don't know about. And I don't want to go into great detail because it would just take too long. Orbiter drama. That's funny. But yeah, I remember when Wendy V mentioned that on her stream that about the orbiters, but I don't think she meant Andy and Nikki because she has strong feelings about Nikki. She thinks Nikki's like, well, that's another story we could go into. She doesn't talk about Nikki. She's not an orbiter though. Nikki was never a drama queen until she and Robbie started fighting, I guess, and that she fell knee deep into drama, and now they're friends again. But whatever. Go watch that live stream with German Terry. German Terry is really funny. And I call him German Terry, and I think everyone calls him German Terry so that we can differentiate him from Mark Terry, who is also hasn't been around as long as me, but nobody like just no, not German lady. German Terry. His name's not German Terry. I just call him that so that people, because he has a German accent and he's in Germany, just like German lady is, but he has nothing to do with her. It's got nothing to do with her whole. She's over in the beef sector with the black people. The black beef sector is what they call it. So there's Chloe. Are you going to come up and earn your wrench? What are you doing down there? Just lurking. Are you at work? Well, you have to come up here and start proving stuff. You know, I think I even had Johnny B on my panel before. Hannah hasn't been up, but like that's a whole different. We have history. See, she just ignores me and talks to Darren. I'm not sure if she's ready to be a mod here. So anyway, German Terry is really okay. So the people, let me tell you who's involved in the fight. Okay, it's Nikki and Robbie. The title of his stream, of Andy's stream, the one that I dropped the link for, is the story, something about Nikki and Robbie ousting him from their community. He's been thrown away by a friend, a long-time friend. And this is what happens. I see it over here, but here they're like such flip-floppers that they just go back and forth, hate each other, love each other. You know, they like to, what do they call it? I know. She just doesn't want to work for it, Zombie. She's doesn't feel like working for the wrench. Anyway, so can't think of the word right now. Or I can't even remember what I'm talking about. I get distracted by you guys arguing or saying hello. Somebody says hello in my chat and I'm completely derailed. I don't have any idea what I was going to say. So let me think. I'm going to just sit here and think for a while you guys talk. Or somebody will come up on the panel, right? Pretty sure. Oh, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You don't have to like it, but I noticed like I'm going to say probably the last 6 months or so, I've been getting a lot more likes and or dislikes on my channel, which is kind of nice to see. Uh, I guess you're not hearing what I'm saying, Chloe. Are you going to come up? You have to come up here and find it. It's an Easter egg hunt. So, wait, I can't see. I stepped on something with my croc and I might have saved my foot, but damaged my most valued possession. Come on the panel, Glowy. Glowy. GLOWI 6975. Please come to panel. Please come to panel. $7.1 million views. No one. Yeah, and she's never even once dropped my link over there that I know of. Can you believe it? I've been a friend to her. I can't say that about many people around here. Where's my friend Randy, by the way, Chloe? Did you just drop kick him out of your life? Where is he? Did you make him go out and look for a job? He has to get his green card first. You have to assist him with that. If you want to know about immigration, I can tell you. Or has he got dual already from a previous marriage? Where did you put him? I'm Canadian, Darren. I have been holding a green card for 26 years or 20 years. The other 6 was just work authorization. I'm I've been participating in the enslavement of Canadians in America for many years, so please, Darren, you don't have to tell me. Oh, he went back to Canada. Are you going to move to Canada? Or was it just for fun? That's the thing about being Canadian. Like, you can come and visit and you can go home, and it's not that big of a deal, right? I'm from Vancouver, Darren. My point of entry was Bellingham or Blaine, Washington. I immigrated here on the day of 9/11. I had to cross the border. My children were already in America. It was an interesting day for me. Not in Vancouver. We don't have winter in Vancouver. It's kind of like, I want to say it is kind of like North Carolina weather, similar. North Carolina, New Jersey weather is similar. They had a bit more winter this year in New Jersey, but their winter is usually pretty much like Vancouver. You like Canada and Alaska. Oh, well, Alaska is America, so I could go live in Alaska and get a job because I have a green card. I could also go to Canada because I'm not an American. I'm still Canadian and get a job. Except I'm 70 and I'm collecting Social Security, so I could go to Alaska and collect Social Security there. So if I got a boyfriend in Alaska or Hawaii or what is it? The the Caribbean islands that America has. Any of those places, I can go live there and still collect my Social Security. I just live here because my grandchild is here. One of them. The other one's somewhere where I can't live, which is California. Because I'm allergic to I'm allergic to cannabis, and you can't walk outside there without breathing the partake of. He lives in Orange County. It's near Los Angeles. And all you can smell is smoke, weed smoke everywhere. Oh, I was going into coma daily. Oh, back to your wrench. Well, it's your fault you made me change the subject because you wouldn't come up here. It's up here on the panel. Where is it? Because the whole wrench drama. So do you want me to tell you about German Terry? No, I'll tell you who the players are on this drama that I watched. It was, has anyone heard of Scotty? Probably not. She's kind of new, but she's from Trauma, Traumaville. You know, people who pretend to be true crime, but only do drama. We call it trauma here. And Mel's Bells, her friend Mel's Bells, they were on the panel. And there was German Terry and Andy, and he was talking about Nikki. He did mention the Nikki and Robbie community as if they were one person. There's Randy. See, he went back to Canada, but he hasn't left me glowy. Sorry, just saying. Randy's finishing his psychotherapy degree in an American university through American Samoa online. I love that. That's very good. Yeah. So when he gets his degree, will you allow him back, Chloe, or what's going on with that? Okay, none of my business. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, so Scotty and Mel's bells are kind of newish, I guess. But I guess Nikki's been talking about Scotty for eons. And like when Nikki got into drama like that, fighting with the trauma community people, it did boost her channel a bit, which I don't know. I guess she decided to monetize because she hadn't been, before she monetized, it didn't matter to her. She didn't talk about anything like that. And that's another reason why I don't really want to monetize because I don't want to have to start talking about trauma, true crime people. You haven't been following along, Glowy? See, nobody in my chat will even understand this unless they go to my link on my post and watch Andy Cruz's channel from his last live, which will be on my post on my community page, and it's called the Andy Nikki story, narrated by German Terry. And the thing, I mean, the narration thing, narrated by German Terry, it's funny because he is so good at drama, at fighting the drama of women. It's so funny to watch. He's exactly what you need on your channel. Like I would have him on my panel, except that he says too many inflammatory words that I don't like, whatever, things that I don't like to say. Because I don't really curse or anything here. Oh God, what? Oh, no, this will be good. When Randy becomes a full-fledged therapist, I'm having him on my panel, even if I have to pay him. Even if I have to get Glowy to pay him to be on my channel. And that would be like to pay him, he might get a wrench. That would be payment. Be serious. So yeah. So Andy Cruz has this live and he starts talking about and he starts playing Nikki's ousting of him. Nikki does a live stream where she ousts Andy from her community, which also belongs to Save Robbie. So it'd be the Nikki and the Save Robbie community. And I didn't drop her link, although I would, except that I don't know which one it is. So because all of her stuff is drama now. So if I find it and somebody has a request, I'll go look for it. But Darling Nikki, her name is Darling Nikki. Do you want me to drop her? What, Jedi Miller? I'm not talking about you, and you're upset now. What? Why? See that blue lightsaber? That's not a wrench. Okay, just so anyone knows, don't fear the lightsaber. It's not real. Jedi saved Grogu from you. Who's Grogu? I have no idea who Grogu is. Everybody wants me to do all the talking. Why? I know I'm charming, but still. I'm getting subliminal messages. I have to be quiet. Oh, Miller, I've worked hard to get people to like Chloe. You don't like her yet? Yeah, you don't have to be mean. Chloe is a fraud. I don't know I don't know much about Chloe. I just know that I worked hard to get people to like her because she might be an orbiter. What do you think? Darren, is Chloe an orbiter? I think she's an orbiter. He's jealous of your success. Yet you're an orbiter. How did an orbiter become successful like you? Interesting. Level up your force field, Jedi Miller. Okay, Randy. Janitors are sometimes janitors so that they can study online while they're at work to get degrees, like from the University of Phoenix and stuff. So don't be mad. That's what I mean. Guys don't make that much money stripping like you do. No one else has 7 million. I think PewDiePie has 7 million views on a single video. Many single videos. What are you talking about, Darren? And he's a good friend of mine, by the way. Has her 7 million views helped my channel yet? When that starts helping my channel, I might consider the moderator. But even then, I mean, why put somebody that's so wonderful and famous to work for me? They should just pay me because I'm a good friend. Okay, Randy says, my life is the final scene in Boogie Nights. I just dangle things and hang. Miller. Okay, so yeah, Randy's a stripper. Just so you know. You have stipulations too? Well, you haven't told me what they are. Why don't you come up here and tell me to my face? Okay, is this the place where the alpha and beta males fight in side chat? Is that what's going on here? And I don't know that I have any beta males here. I don't know if the betas actually, usually the betas usually come in here and say, hi, I love you. And then they leave, right? Randy, shh, stop. No one will want to read my side chat if you put stuff like that in there. What now? Touche, right? What now? What are we going to do now? Okay, so what I was saying, I was talking about here I am by myself narrating my own drama while I'm trying to talk about someone else's drama, which is Andy Cruz. He got thrown out of 2 communities single-handedly by Nikki. I don't know what day it happened. He didn't mention the date or the time. But oh yeah, and he did say that word, glowy, the one that you're saying right now, Gheyy. German Terry said it many times during the broadcast. That's one of the reasons why I probably wouldn't have him on panel over here, even though I would want to. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So he started playing, and Nikki, I'll admit, Nikki did sound angry in the voice recording that I heard. But I guess she has beef with Scotty, who was on Andy's panel the last month or so. She's been going to Andy's, probably knowing that Andy and Nikki are on good terms. and knowing that it would probably bother Nikki. So sometimes people will do almost anything for drama. So she was doing that, and Andy let her up on the panel because, like me, I'm not here to hurt people, and he is not either. So I guess it comes a point, how far is too far for friendship? Well, I mean, it depends how close you are, how far, I guess. And how far can you throw somebody? The closer they are to you, the further you can, easier they are to catch and easier it is to ball them up and throw them in that really far wastebasket. It's kind of like, I, I don't know if you guys know this, but I went to a movie with my grandson last night. It was Minions and Monsters. So hard to watch a movie that doesn't have any talking and is nothing but cartoons. So I was like listening to Andy, but I couldn't hear it all because it was so loud in the I had it plugged into my ear trying to listen to it was anyway. I still caught the whole gist of the Minions movie. You gonna put a good word in for me for Glowy? She's I mean she's a work in progress, I'm telling you. She's gonna come out of the other end of this shining. I promise you. Glowy will be shining. That's why they call her Glowy. Because she shines. So anyway, I'm listening to this, and yeah, Nikki sounds very angry. Love you, Nikki. Love you, darling Nikki. Love you, Andy. Love you, German Terry. Don't know you, Scotty. Don't know you, Mel's Bells, but whatever. Wasn't that impressed with those two, but you know, I probably after hearing that, I probably wouldn't have those two on my panel. But all the other three, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Just I'm not that easygoing. The side chat's cool. You can be in my side chat. That's fine. I remember when Andy was like pretty new at this when he had Robin. Anyway, Andy's always had the girls for whatever reason. He's always polite to girls. He's always nice to girls. And that's why he's in the drama community, because he gets along with the girls. But he also gets along with people like me, older women who have a brain. I'm not saying Nikki doesn't have a brain, and she is an older woman probably compared to Andy. But I like Nikki. Even when she's upset, I like listening to her. I don't have time though. She's like late at night. Like for me, it's 11 p.m. when she gets started. So he's playing her video and um what the heck? Scotty and Mel's Bells are like jumping in. It's mostly them, and then German Terry starts to narrate and to like also be the voice of reason. He was saying things so it should be obvious what when people say stuff, what what the results of what they say would naturally occur. Like he was showing how more drama just occurs when you try to fight something, right? That's why I didn't fight with Chick. She just left because she don't want to fight with me. She don't want this smoke. Just saying. Yeah, Kathy, you don't want this smoke. No, you just know I won't fight with you. I don't care. It's not that important. It's not important to fight on YouTube. It's not important to be right on YouTube. It's important to stay within terms of service and not to go real life. This is what's important. stay within terms of service, not make a judgment on whether somebody is real or not, if they're really a child or not a child, or any of those things. It's not our judgment to make. Those are like little troll plots, side plots that I don't play with. I'm not interested in blocking anyone. I'm still upset that I have someone on my block list, for crying out loud. I can't even believe it. After all these years, it's finally happened. It's the second time it's happened. The first time it was when Samara was a mod. I had to take her wrench away. She's the only one I took her wrench away from so far. So far, it's so good. Everything's still good with Chick. I don't have a problem with her. She might not really understand what I'm here for. And people do lose sight. I mean, like Kathy lost sight of what I was here for. She really thinks I'm trying to be the troll of the year. No, I'm trying to have some fun and I'm trying to be inclusive. I don't know if that's important to other people, but it's important to me to be inclusive to people that are ousted from communities, to be the person that will listen. You don't necessarily get to be on my panel, but you might be listened to in the side chat unless you go too far. It's still not going to block you. This is not a channel of blockers. We do not do that. That's why not everyone gets a wrench, Chloe. You have to prove to me that you'll never block anyone. Anyway, it was a good video. It's annoying on the iPad. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I've been talking by myself for an hour, so I guess you guys know what happens. Yeah, I do. I do have principles. Well, I'm Canadian, and we are full of apathy, but we have principles. You have one real friend in this community. Are you going to come up, or do I have to leave, Darren? I'm literally the only one that can understand your accent, so it's either here or nowhere. When's I don't have his. If I had a mod in here, I could have someone drop um s- VMC, your link, anybody's link. That's what mods are here for, to drop links. But it takes me like 15 minutes just to go and find the link. I have to ignore my chat, ignore everybody. I don't know if Glowy's up to that. I don't know if Glowy's going to be able to just drop links at a moment's notice. Not sure. Yeah, because I think Glowy thinks mods are for, beating up the side chat. No, that's not what they're for. Zombie, don't encourage my other mods to behave poorly just because you're friends with Glowy. Yeah, he has a shrine to Pandora. He should know better than to even like Pandora. I mean, Pandora was Mrs. Analyzer from way back. And sure, she was one of the few cancer scammers that did try to pay some of the money back that she scammed from people. And I'm not going to call it a scam when people voluntarily donate their money to people that are trolling them, clearly trolling them. Evelyn. Evelyn's got her own personal troll. It's like her best friend now. Anyway, sorry. I said that out loud. I'm not trying to go after Evelyn, but she's very naive. She hasn't changed much. She's still the same. Very naive. She falls into she falls into pits everywhere she goes. Yeah, Pandora used to be called Mrs. Analyzer, and she did a whole cancer scam for a couple of years and took hundreds of dollars. I'm not going to say thousands because I don't know, but people were. And then it was John Crimes who like actually outed her, took the trouble took the trouble to actually show people on a video how she was scamming cancer. And then she was like a pariah of the community. I mean, I always knew she was scamming. I saw it. To me, it was obvious, but I never said anything about it because I don't know how to put all the facts together like a criminal attorney or something. And I'm not into that anyway. It's not my job. But yeah, I'm not mad at Pandora. It was all the rage back then, was to be a cancer scammer. There was a famous lady in Australia who was a young, pretty girl cancer scammer, and she literally went to prison for it because she did. She did. She went to prison in Australia. Who wants to go to prison in Australia? Raise your hand. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, that's Wentworth, right? Australia prison. Who'd want to do that? By being a cancer scammer at a young age. She was like in her 20s, early 20s. Black Eagle, you need to start minding your business. I'm not mad at you though. You'll be fine. You'll get over it. Yeah, you can say she can say what she wants on the side chat. I'm fine. I'm not like into having her on a panel anymore. Yeah, Black Eagle, that would be you, not me. You're the one that doesn't have any idea of what you're talking about. So that's why you're not going to be on my panel anymore. But that's fine. That's fine. You can make up whatever story you want to, however way, at what angle you want to drag it at. That's fine. I'm just like you are way too much work. You're more fun to just watch. Why would anyone pay you to do anything? That's what boggles my mind. I'm not going to say it though. I know why. Nobody's dragging Evelyn, protecting Evelyn for her own um from her own. I'm going to say she's too kind to 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 not believe the lies. I just would hate to see her at my age trying to understand the world through those rose-colored glasses she wears. That was actually I laughed when Sassy Cat called you that, Black Eagle, after you left. I started laughing. It was funny. I'm sure he didn't get it from me. He made it up all by himself. No, I did, Chloe. Let's be fair. I did mention her once, but that's okay. She'll be okay. She has friends. She'll be fine. Okay, I don't know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about Black Eagle, Randy. You're saying her idea of argumentation is just never-ending descent into in, invective, just like I said a year ago, cough, cough. Okay, probably right. She doesn't know what rational discourse is. Yeah, critical thinking is not like high on the list for her. I know. She thinks one way. And that's what colored her life. And we know it. But not everyone's comes in with the same tools. So it'd be unfair for me to be mean to her because of it. I treat her the same as I would treat anyone else. Yeah, I'm not obliged to lead anyone into rationality or logic either. It's not my job. If you don't have parents anymore, maybe just like take a course or read a book. That might help. Drawing a picture doesn't always fix everything. Just saying. It's not, one of the things though, I think is it's not easy to be raised under white privilege when you're not a white privileged person and you become the scapegoat and there's a lot of impact on you and your family because of it. So whatever. Anyway, white privilege is what it is. Look at that. I got a wow. Thank you. Thank you for the wow. Or maybe that wow was for you, Randy. We might get some videos. But I bet my name comes up more than yours, says Randy. What do you think? You want to make it a contest? Miller does. Everyone's welcome here, Randy. Nobody needs to run away. It's not going to happen. I mean, if they want to, they can. I'm not telling them they have to stay. They're not in a cult and they're not told where they can go. I'd have a hard time navigating you as a co-host, Randy. I'm just saying. You're not that um restrained as I am. Yeah, but yes, but you don't want the smoke, trust me. And I haven't given anybody any smoke yet. There's only a few people that might know it, and they're still alive to talk about it. That's the funny part. So Andy Cruz's video, which I recommend everybody listen to if you want to laugh and cry and have all the emotions at the same time. Just go and watch it. I dropped the link in the chat, but if you can't find it in the chat, because I'm not going to go and look for it again and then drop it again. No, I'm not about to pop any smoke. Um, go to my community page and it's called The Andy Nikki Story, narrated by German Terry. I would recommend everyone that's ever watched a drama take place on YouTube. Watch it. And I don't care what community you come from. I highly recommend listening to this one. And I don't know what to say to Andy right now. I don't know how he did this so perfectly. It just fell into place. And his voice just came in a little bit. It was so cute. You hear his voice saying, "Yeah, but I did say that," but because Terry would like go too far or something, anyway, I just can't even explain. And you have to pay attention. You can't be just one of these whatever that said you listened to it, you were there, you didn't have any idea what actually happened. It's serendipitous. There's a there's a restaurant in Las Vegas called Serendipity. You were 23 minutes behind. Come up, Darren. You missed all the Black Eagle stuff. It was fantastic. She was on point the whole time, saying wow and stuff. I loved it. It was perfectly done. She- I think Black Eagle really thought every time she came up here, she was going to say something mean to me, and then she chickened out or something. I don't know. And then she would go and say it somewhere else. It was kind of funny the way she did that. It's hard to say it to my face. It's way easier to go to somebody else's panel and say what you think about somebody else. I don't like to do that. I'll tell you a couple of reasons why I don't go into certain chats. It's not because of the hosts, because the hosts really usually aren't that bad. But some of the hosts have trained their regular chatters, like the cat ladies, to believe what they say. They've done it not on purpose. The cat ladies don't know what's true and what isn't true, so they just go on everything he says is true basis so that they don't make a mistake. And so when you arrive in their chat, they're just like cannibals. You walk in and they're like they want to tear you to pieces, but they restrain themselves from actually tearing you to pieces. It's pretty funny. So I don't find like having to defend myself in a side chat or some random person entertaining. And I think most people don't either. So like if you go into those chats now, there's like two people talking. Nobody wants to chat over there. It's fine though. They can run their channel the way they want to run it. I'm not doing that here. I'm not blocking people, not telling them what to think or how to think. You know, think what you want to think. The truth will come to you, maybe, if you're smart enough. But unfortunately, we know most people aren't going to be smart enough to understand truth and not truth. And I lie too. I've said it out loud on my channel. Oh, I just lied because I do. You would zombie. It wasn't him though. It was all German Terry and Scotty on the chat on the. If you listen to it, Andy barely says anything through the whole thing, but it was really good. It explains why drama doesn't actually work and never goes away by doing the drama that never goes away, if you know what I mean. But you wouldn't know what I mean unless you go and watch the Andy Cruz drama. It's funny that it was his drama though. It was the first for the first time it was actually drama about him, but he never came up during the whole argument that German Terry and Scotty and Mel's Bells were having. And I wish Nikki had shown up for that too. But he would like every now and again he would just start playing her, telling him that what a bad person he was for letting Scotty on his panel. It was funny to me. That was so funny. I'm sorry, Nikki. Love you, Nikki. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like I have watched Nikki. I'm a diehard Nikki fan. I'm a diehard Andy Cruz fan. Even though they've both messed up, I have to. Whatever. There's some people I haven't been diehard with, and that's Stellar. He almost got me back, and then he messed up with Chick, and I was like, oh, just another reason not to like him. But that was Carla's fault, so we'll blame Carla with that. The drama, the drama, the drama. So yeah, this whole chat was about you would have had to be there to understand it. So this is for the new people. This is how drama works on YouTube, and it's not confined to one community or to this community. Like I'm not actually doing drama. I'm talking about drama that's been done, and it's creating some drama and well, maybe not. Maybe a little drama in the side chat, but not really. People in my side chat have learned to like behave themselves under a certain manner because I don't block. Yeah, he does create and cultivate. What's wrong with drama? Zombie or Ken? I if it weren't for people creating drama, I would have nothing to watch. I applaud him for doing it so eloquently. It's funny. It's a lot better than having people scam cancer or create actual, you know, hate tribes. There's a lot of hate tribes going on around here. Nothing wrong with creating drama. or sorry, cultivating drama. Drama is the way Andy does it is actually not harmful. I'm not going to read that out loud, Randy, but and when I say Randy for the new people, that's the Macho Man. Oh yeah, sorry, Feel- feels funny to say it like that. Anyway, I'm yeah, Monk. I'm not going to read it out loud, but there is something. I think he does this monastery act circa 1109 in order to. It's like his penance for his behavior towards the Diane channel, who has. I do not. He incited a riot for Tiffany Marie. He had people jump on the hate train. It was a mess. Those people made a mess of life over it. It was barely. It was barely watchable. Most of it I didn't watch because it was so hateful. I've never seen such hate for human, and they didn't do anything to her except for, she doesn't feel like coming online anymore, which is unfortunate because I really like Diane's channel. So for those people that don't like me for liking her, don't care. Whatever. You know what, Darren? When I worked in the film industry in Vancouver, I worked at God, I can't even remember the name of the studio, but it was up in West Vancouver, up by the Salmon House on the hill. It was right next door to the Salmon House on the hill in Vancouver. It was a beautiful view. So they built this cowboy set in the back of the lot, which was right up against a cliff, right? And then they had these big garage doors in the back. Not garage doors, like ugh, the words are always escaping me. You know those for deliveries, those big wide ass roller panel doors they have? They had those in the back, a couple of them. So I forget the history of the studio. It's not there anymore. Somebody bought it and tore it down, but and built something else, probably condos. But that's where the sets were, behind those doors. And they often in the morning, when I would be the first one, I'd open up the joint at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I had the keys for the whole place. And I would open this place up, and sometimes I'd go back, get my coffee. The caterers would come in, go get my coffee, and I go down to the back set. And so I go down there, and the guys were like, "Hey, Dory," and I guess I was like going, 21, I think. "Hey, Dory, come over here and go look outside." I'm like, and they have these big wide things open, and there's ground level. They weren't like on a loading dock. They were like ground level. So I walked over, and there was this. It was a black bear. It wasn't a grizzly, thank God. But yeah, it's going through the garbage can in the back. I was like terrified. And this is the only second time that I'd ever seen a bear. I'm terrified of bears. I could tell you my log cabin story. I could tell you my I'm a baby in the backyard of Rattlesnake Mountain story, but no, that was my film set story of the bear. And I guess that's considered part of a Canadian forest, West Vancouver. Have you ever been to British Columbia, Darren? Randy knows what I'm talking about. Sassy Cat knows what I'm talking about if he's here. I forget what we called the studio. It was so long ago. I gotta wrench through my memory. I think it was called Panorama because it had a panoramic view of the freaking Pacific Ocean. And we used to get beautiful sunsets, like right around 6 o'clock. It would start getting dark, and the sunsets were amaze balls. Nothing that you could ever imagine. Okay, people are bored. They're not chatting. I made Darren get quiet. And can we go back to Andy now? Stay inside the walls. Okay, we're gonna hear what Zombie says about Stellar. It's become the Stellar show now. An apathetic, lonely old man. A pathetic, not apathetic. Apathy is different than being pathetic, okay? He's told so many lies about his background, blah, blah, blah. It's just, yeah, he's an old guy, whatever. So we don't care what he says anyway, just like you don't care what I say because I'm an old woman. I'm still younger than him, will be for most of my life. But you see, the thing with it's different from Stellar and me is that I've like been to other places, which is not true for a lot of people. I've experienced life outside of my 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 own world, and I have something to say about that. I don't have anything to say about my what people should be doing or how they should do it. None of that. That when I bring that up, it's about terms of service. It's not about maybe I mean, I do have something to say about dating. For those with a high body count, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we could even you do that as a subject, or I could go and there's like a lot of debating channels that talk about theology and debate. They actually have, I was like shocked that Princeton had a theology department. I'm like, of course they do. Oh my gosh. We're in America. Whatever. Show respect. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I don't think I've ever talked this long by myself. It's been an hour and 28 minutes. For the new people, please subscribe. And I would enjoy um, some panel guests at some point. I'm not sure. The only thing I'm really getting is like new friend suggestions from Facebook, which I don't have any friends on this Facebook page. My old Facebook page has several hundred friends. I don't do that anymore, so stop suggesting them. You're giving me Pentecostal apologies? Okay. Anyway, back to drama. Go to my community page. That's why people bring up this word community all the time, that like we're communities. It's really YouTube's fault. And I don't agree with the terminology communities. I just host a channel. And no, I'm not on a side. This side and that side. People have thrown me around like a hot biscuit, but I'm still not on his side. Sorry about that. Stellar spoke in tongues to Dana. On her channel or his, I don't know. I don't watch him. I watch Dana, but I don't watch him. It was a beautiful moment. I think that's number 5 on the list of how to get rid of a boyfriend. Speak in tongues with, without breaking his heart. Oh my God. Yeah, I can talk about dating, not religion. I don't know much about religion. When in doubt, make something up. I don't know. What kind of advice do we need? around here. Anyway, I just hope I've inspired someone to go live. It doesn't have to be about me. It won't hurt my feelings if it's not about me. But since Dan is too busy to come on panel and Black Eagle wants to be paid now to be on panel, it's unfortunate because she was such a dream panel guest. I may be doing this alone for a while until some new people come in, and it could take a while. I mean, it could take a couple of years, guaranteed. But someone was like making, I won't say it because it came off as anti-handicapped, and I don't think that was their intention, so I won't say it. But if you were there, if you know, you know, right? So thank you guys for coming in again. This may be a Saturday ritual or not. I haven't decided what the cult requires. So we'll see. But I'll know one thing. You don't want this smoke.